I've been taking photographs since I was about 8 or 10 years old, and mostly focused on people. People are plentiful and wilderness is often harder to get to. Then I read an article featuring Sorrel Wilby, and I thought I'd love the opportunity to spend some time with Sorrel in the bush, taking photographs and learning from her experiences. So I rode away for a fantasy getaway.
When I saw the letter that Carolyn wrote in to Getaway, I was reminded so much of myself at that age. I used to sit for hours just looking at pictures in National Geographic, imagining what it would be like to be a photographer. Well, we've brought her on her fantasy to one of my favourite places to take pictures, Kakadu National Park. Kakadu is gaining an international reputation as one of the world's best national parks. Last year, over 200,000 visitors came here to experience this part of the top end. For Carolyn's photographic fantasy, we avoided the tour buses and took her on a special trip with an old mate of mine, Roman Chalupka of Magila Tours.
We have up to 6 or 7 different species of fish.
Roman has permission from the Aboriginal landholders to enter remote sections of Kakadu that are normally closed to visitors. Most of this trip is off the main roads. These wetlands belong to the Bunich people, and for Carolyn, it was her first chance to shoot some pics. Try looking at it from a vertical rather than horizontal perspective.
Okay.
Yeah. Just play around with your framing, get down in the dirt, don't be afraid to do that.
I actually feel like lying on my back and shooting straight up it.
Great, we'll do it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Aboriginal people have lived in this area for thousands of years. The caves and rock ledges made perfect places to set up home, and the walls became their galleries.
This is the lounge room.
Oh, instant air conditioning. It's lovely.
It's about 5-8 degrees cooler.
Over here we have the aeroplane painting. This is comic book art or magazine art. It's the most recent bit of art we have in this area, and most probably done in the late 1940s or early 50s.
Lovely. Lunch is provided on these tours, and this setting sure beats some sterile hotel dining room. Listen to the bird. Despite Roman's right of entry to many restricted areas, there's one place even he can't go. Every landform in this park is sacred to the traditional owners, but this one, Jibby Jibby, is particularly important. They believe this place is so powerful, if anyone was to disturb or mess with it in any way, it would unleash a great destruction on the earth. It's so ironic that it's exactly where, right in front, they chose to build the Ranger uranium mine. Kakadu has thousands of rock paintings and more are being discovered. Although examples of artwork here date back 40,000 years, some of the most important paintings were done this century.
We have some really interesting paintings here. We have on this wall the coming of the missionaries. He came to this country in the 1920s and he brought literature with him. He's written the alphabet up here, and people have started to write words like pig and Sydney, Darwin over there.
The only time you'll meet other tourists on a Magila tour is at the last stop, Ubia Rock. Ubia is the Kakadu equivalent of Uluru, and it gets crowded, particularly at sunrise and sunset when the tourist hordes arrive. But for Carolyn, it was her last chance to take the perfect wilderness picture.
Yeah.
Almost like a halo around there.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's great. Oh, don't move.
Sometimes you just have to put your camera down and just enjoy
Can't do it justice.
No. Have you had a good day?
Oh, look. Where can I start? Oh, look. I mean, it's not just about taking photos, but just the country and the land and the people. It's just amazing.
Yeah, you've got to really feel this place, not just see it. Magilla tours are based at Jabiru in the Kakadu National Park, 256 kilometres east of Darwin. Day trips cost $260 per person and include morning and afternoon tea and lunch. Tours leave daily all year round, weather permitting.